Hello everyone! Today we are going to be talking about 5 crystals for 2025. And these 5 crystals are from a reading that I did. The question was, what 5 crystals will best aid humanity as a whole for 2025 and with the energies that we're experiencing now? And I'm happy to share with you the results I got. Also, stay tuned till the end where I mentioned 2 crystals that I omitted from the original 5 because they're not very common and I assumed most people wouldn't really be able to get their hands on them. But if you're a real crystal savvy collector, you'll want to check those out as well. So the first crystal is actually a lava glass and it is called Rainbow Obsidian. This one's really awesome because, well, first of all, it's affordable. It's pretty easy to get your hands on this one. And it really ties into the theme of the year of the snake being a year of transformation. Oftentimes, in order to transform ourselves, we have to do some shadow work. We have to visit the dark parts of our soul. In fact, I would rephrase that, not oftentimes, but always. If you want to fully embody the energy of the snake, it is important to revisit old wounds, as well as for us to heal humanity as a whole. This rainbow obsidian can be a very helpful ally when we're doing just that. Rainbow obsidian, the keywords for this stone are the deep journey through the darkness into the light, as well as healing emotional wounds. And what's really cool about this stone is it enables us to do that, but in a more voluntary way. Oftentimes, we're pushed to do this when we hit crisis points in our lives, where we feel like we have no choice but to enter the dark night of the soul. But this crystal allows us to do it voluntarily. So it's a great talisman for shadow work and inner journeying in that sense. Now the second crystal is malachite. There's really no crystal quite like malachite. This is a really exciting one. It's come up for every personal reading I've done for people as well for 2025. Some themes with the year of the snake include creativity and adaptability, and this stone is great in promoting those energies. The keyword for this stone is enlightened leadership, which is so exciting and something I've really sensed we have coming, like an energy that's becoming heightened now in 2025. We are holding our leaders with more accountability than we ever have before, with the way that social media has allowed us to kind of band together and really comment on systems that we don't think are serving us, etc., etc. This stone is really helpful for anyone who feels called to leadership or anyone who feels the need to really step into a space of having a healed heart in alignment with their will. So what's really cool about this stone is it resonates with both the solar plexus and the heart chakra, which is a bit of a unique combination. It promotes a unification of your heart with your will, and this is one of the premier protection stones. It has intense psychic protection powers. It'll protect your will, it'll protect your values, and it'll help you with spiritual growth through right action. Now the third crystal, I'm really excited about this one, is Larimar. Larimar is one of my all-time favorites. This crystal is phenomenal. It is, first of all, so beautiful. It literally looks like looking at the ocean, the most divine sea. So the keywords for this stone is calming, soothing for the emotional body, and connection to your divine feminine. We all need some more divine feminine energy in this world, and this really brings that. It harmonizes with the throat chakra. it helps us have clear communication, and it also promotes a unification of your voice with your heart so that you're able to speak from your heart clearly and communicate your emotions, which is very powerful. It's also very cooling, a cooling energy for anyone experiencing overactive Kundalini energies. It's really good for any fire signs. If your zodiac is a fire sign, this crystal's awesome because it helps to sort of tame any overactive passions and soothe it into a peaceful, calm, steady passion, more of a calmed, quiet passion, rather than this overactive, frantic, fiery passion. So a lot of us are coming out of 2024 and needing this sort of emotional balm. It sounds like I'm saying bomb, but I mean like BALM. So this stone works as a balm for any heated emotions. This crystal is a bit more pricey, but if you want lower budget access to this crystal, I really recommend crystal chip Larimar bracelet, or just a small ring, Larimar ring. Silver actually, and gold, really any metal will help increase the conductivity of the energies. So even if you just have a small piece of it in a metal ring or a small pendant, perfect. That's perfect. That you will be able to tap into these energies even with a small piece. And I highly recommend you do. To this day, this one is in my top 2 for favorite crystals. One of my favorite things about this crystal, and I'm reading from Robert Simmons, The Pocketbook of Stones. In meditation, Larimar can help one see and release oneself from unhealthy inner bonds to people or principles which do not serve one's highest good. This is probably why it's one of my favorite crystals, because that has come up a lot on my own personal journey, and I would imagine anyone's personal journey. We all have to go through this sort of learning how to let go of limiting beliefs and fears and principles that were conditioned into us that don't really help us thrive. And Larimar will be your best friend if you are doing that type of inner work. So I highly recommend it. And also, if you're trying to tap into your feminine energies, this is the perfect crystal for that. It is also known as the Stone of Atlantis, and it can really connect us to those ancient temples of Lemuria energies. Now for the 4th crystal, surprisingly, but also not so surprisingly, another lava glass came up. This one is Gold Sheen Obsidian, and I'm so excited to talk about this one. So Gold Sheen Obsidian connects you to the great central sun, which is the source of manifestation for the universe. It's where that source gets dissipated into the physical realm. So this crystal will literally be your best friend to make your manifestations come to life in the physical realm. If you meditate with this crystal and meditate on the concept of the golden shimmering light that you can see within this crystal, imagine that connecting to your solar plexus and sending out your will, your desires out to the universe. And this crystal sort of has an invisible string between you, the great central sun, and it'll help unify you onto this frequency of turning your manifestations into reality. I know that probably all of you watching this set at least some New Year's resolution for 2025, and this is the crystal you should think of. You should, if you have it, hold it, meditate with it as you're revisiting those intentions, those resolutions that you set for 2025. This is the stone. And for any of you that have been feeling kind of lost in your life, it will also help align you to your purpose, help you to feel aligned with your will, your drive to actually do what you love and what you're passionate about. This stone strongly resonates with that frequency. And last but not least, we have Thulite. So Thulite is a sort of redder type of pink stone. It resonates with the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth chakra. So your sacral, solar plexus, heart, and throat. It's really resonating in that central area of the light body. Thulite assists in seeing the fundamental goodness of the world and oneself. One way that we as a collective can help bring healing to this global situation is, first of all, by seeing the good on the planet. Because if we maintain this victim mindset of, oh, the world's ending, everything sucks, that's not going to get us anywhere. We need to realize the good, and this crystal really helps us see that good in the world and kind of hold on to the hope that's available to us. It also initiates rapport between people. It encourages empathy, diffuses tension, and facilitates finding a common ground. This is also very important as we move forward in 2025. We have a lot of global conflicts going on, and it's getting harder to see the harmony between humanity. But I believe it's there, and Thulite can help us connect with that better and connect with people that are different than who we might normally get along with. Because even people that have completely opposite views than you, than me, there is even greater learning opportunity in that. And Thulite helps us to have more courage to make those connections. Also, Thulite is ideal for children, helping them feel safe, happy, and at home in the world. And lastly, Thulite dispels judgment of self and others, which is very important, especially in 2025, where all these heated differences keep dividing people. And most importantly, it inspires kindness and commitment to love. All right, so those were the 5 crystals for 2025. The 2 crystals that I left out that I will also speak quickly about now is number 1, pink sapphire. This came up before Thulite came up. They're both on the love frequency. They're both pink. Sapphire is a lot harder to come by. It's also known as pale ruby. So if you see anything called pale ruby, that's the one. And yes, it's a very high frequency crystal that emanates love energies as well. Secondly, petersite. This crystal is for any of you energy workers, any of you psychics. It is the stone, one of the best stones for the third eye. And it is encouraged for people who do energy work and readings to use this stone, as it will help you have even more clarified answers and be more in touch with the energies that you're trying to tap into. It gives you really clear vision to retrieve answers from source and to use your psychic abilities. Whether you already are aware of them or not, we all have them, and they resonate in our third eye chakra, and petersite is a great talisman for that. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new today, or if you are already very familiarized in the crystal world, I would like to know, have any of these crystals been coming up for you in 2025? Maybe you've just been feeling called towards one. I know before I did this reading, I felt such a strong urge that I need gold Sheen Obsidian. And a lot of people have been aligning with Malachite this year, so I'd love to hear your opinions. What crystals have you been getting called to for 2025? Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.